biggest complaint that I hear from investors is that real estate is hard. Like, dude, how do you find the deal? And then how do you put the financing together? And then how do you get the tenant in the house? And when do you know when to sell? And dude, it can be overwhelming when you're new to the game, and I get it. And yet it's something you need to learn and master if you want to win back your financial freedom. Do you remember that movie Gladiator, Russell Crowe? Like, the guy has his family killed and then he gets put and becomes this gladiator, and there's only one way that guy's getting his freedom back. He's fighting for it. Well, listen, you and I, we're in the most privileged of times. I mean, right now, I'm just telling you, right now, most of us around the planet, we got 3 square meals a day, we've got huge opportunities in our life, and yet, you know what the biggest problem is that we're not living free. There's an opportunity for you and I to create so much more from our life than we ever have before, and real estate is a way to command your financial destiny like nothing else. And yet, how are you gonna find those deals? And how are you gonna find the tenants? And how are you gonna put all the pieces together? Well, today in this video, what I wanna do is I wanna share with you how I've put together a power team, and I wanna share with you how you can leverage it. Because right now, I'm telling you right now that what am I doing today? Honestly, today I'm shooting a bunch of videos. I do this like once a month. I hang out with a bunch of my buddies and friends. I got Brian Milet over here. I got Paul, one of my partners, out doing deals. I'm hanging out with Nathan, dude. The guy's a superstar. I got other friends kind of come in and out today. And when I'm not doing that, dude, this year I've traveled the world. I've been to Abu Dhabi, Dubai. I've been to India. I've been to Amsterdam. And as I've been traveling the world and experienced this freedom living in this beautiful mountain home, I've got my other multi-million-dollar home down in the valley. I've got all this freedom. I can drive whatever car I want. And it is because I've learned this game of real estate. But the reality is, some people, dude, one of the critics out there will always say, Kris, like, if you're so financially free, why are you making these videos? For the same reason that you're watching it right now. I'm gonna tell you a little secret, because today I'm gonna give you the shortcut to crazy wealth in real estate. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how you can leverage my entire personal power team, and it's gonna be awesome. But I want you to understand, really, why am I even doing this? Because I don't need to. When you don't have money and you're not financially free, you can't think of anything else than having enough money to be free to have to do nothing. Most people don't understand that when you are that free, that life becomes unfulfilling unless you can fill it with an even greater meaning, something more important to you. And in my life, that's you. I have a chance to reach millions of people and pass on how I've become financially free. And now I've met people that have created their own freedom. They've created wealth. This channel's done some tremendous good. Today, I hope it does some tremendous good for you, because if you're all about shortcuts, then this is a good video for you to watch. Some of us got trained thinking that life has to be hard, but instead for me, life doesn't have to be hard. Life can be a very great, enjoyable journey. In fact, on my couch over here, I've got Paul, who's leveraging my entire power team right now to build all this real estate. And let me break it down for you. When we talk about how do you actually build a power team and how do you get access to the very best deals without putting in all this time, effort, and energy? My team will go out there and research the best markets and then the best properties. And then they're gonna find and acquire the best deals. Then we've got to line up financing and get that thing purchased. There's often rehab involved, which means actually fixing the property up. And then after that, we've actually got to take this property and actually find a tenant for it after it's been purchased. And then at some point, it's got to be managed, and then we're going to exit it into more real estate. And it's simple. One home, I want it to make babies and create twins too, and then babies, and then have 4, and then quintuplets. And then I want this thing to grow and multiply. This entire thing per house, my team puts in 342 hours of time. Those are the hours I used to do myself. And you know what? When you are relying on yourself to do everything, all of a sudden you're the one that starts cutting corners. And do you know what happens to your returns, your gains, and your ROI, your return on investment when you cut corners? It goes down. It's not pretty. So what I want to do today is I want to give you a shortcut. I have done these steps all personally myself. I appreciate them. I understand them. I've learned them. And yet if I had to do them all today, I wouldn't be traveling around the world. I wouldn't be out having fun. I wouldn't be enjoying life in this tremendous way. I would be out there being worked, and real estate would become the worst thing on the planet, a job. And I want to tell you right now, you do not want to replace whatever your job you're in to get into real estate just as a job. It's meant to be an investment, which means it's meant to be very passive. So what I've done with my power team is I got a team of 200 experts. We go into the best markets in the United States, and then we do all this real estate. And here's the cool part for you. you can rent my team. You can borrow my team. My team can actually find you these amazing deals that I'm doing between me and my partners. And if you want to learn about that, all you got to do is click the link in the description below and get with my team and just say, hey, I want to get my money to work. And if you're in a position like I was when I got started where I didn't have any money, then say, I don't got any money. How do I actually create money out of thin air like a magician? Because for me, $10,000 was what I needed to create $1.6 million. And all I needed truly in the beginning was $3,500. But I had to make real estate my life, and I had to make it my game so that I could be my Russell Crowe, win my freedom back, and then live life on my terms the way I want. So you've got some options that you can actually do this. But what I want to do right now is I just want to give you maximum value. You don't have to use my team. There's only so many deals I'm finding too, so I can't take care of everybody on the planet. But we're creating mega amounts of wealth. And if you wanted to build your own power team, here's what it starts with. Researching and finding, simple baby steps. If you have a system and a strategy, borrow mine, get my book. I just re-released it. It's The Straight Path to Real Estate Wealth. We've just come out with a brand new edition, updated for today's economy. You can click the link and talk to my team and go to kriskrohn.com and actually get that as well. But take my system, and step one, what you're gonna start with are realtors. And you're gonna use the criteria in my book, and you're gonna find realtors that specialize in single family, investment real estate, purchase below the median, and you're gonna get them to work for you. Now, you're gonna have to cycle through many of these because it's not easy to find the winners, but in my book, I lay down my strategy of how I do that, or if you're a subscriber, you've probably already learned it. Next, you gotta align yourself with a bank, and you're not looking for a bank, you're looking for a loan officer that works with many banks. You want them to specialize in investment real estate. You want them to be closing tons of monthly business, millions of dollars in monthly business on providing loans. The next thing that you're gonna need for that is you're gonna need a partner that's got the money. You can also, if you're a subscriber, watch one of my other videos on how to find unlimited amounts of money. You can talk to my team about that in the link below. Your rehab team is a little tricky. I don't know why, but contractors are some of the most unreliable people on the planet. Where they're brilliant at swinging the hammer, they're not really good at being a keeper of their word or showing up when they say they're supposed to. It's just the nature of that beast. So you got to find someone. You want to look for someone who can be really reliable and fair when it comes to costs. Property management can help you with the tenant, or I'm a huge fan of lease option where these things manage themselves. You can talk to my team about that. And then my system will tell you when to exit. 3, 5, 7 years is how long you're gonna hold that home so you can sell it, make babies, take one home, turn it into 2. Make sense? Voila. So you can put your entire power team together. I spent millions of dollars and I spent a decade putting mine together and refining it to the level where it's at, which is why you can come in and I can just save you the time and effort and boom, we can get you in the game of real estate tomorrow, or you can do it yourself. And honestly, honor yourself. For some of you, you're gonna love like driving to Home Depot and getting your hands dirty, and some people love to actually be in the pursuit. That was me. My first 25 homes, I was so crazy hands-on because I just freaking loved it because it's what it meant. It wasn't that I liked swinging hammers. It meant that I was getting out of my job. And 4.5 years later, age 26, when I graduated college, I actually got out and was financially free. I had my first 6-figure residual income. My homes worked for me day and night when I wasn't, and I could live life on my terms. So one of the things that I want you to ask yourself is, where are you at in your life right now? And as you contemplate where you want to be, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if financial freedom is a priority for you, then understand something. My results sound really impressive. They're really big, almost $1 billion in real estate. But the truth is, I've got a team behind me that has been trained to work relentlessly and do all the right things, and they are out there just freaking crushing it. So people. Real estate is a game of people. Make sure you surround yourself with all the people that you need that can help you win in this game. And if you want to know how to step right into a ready-made power team right now, all you got to do is click the link below, jam with my team and say, how do I get in on the action right now? How do I get these turnkey deals? And they'll break it all down for you. Thanks for watching today. Make sure that you are a subscriber so I can send you, and you know what? There's this little bell thingy and ding, you ring that bell and then I'll notify you when tomorrow's video comes out. We'll see you tomorrow.